that very interesting Irish song. I think I might say a few words about my memories and experiences with John. I first saw John on the cover of several newspapers where he was one of the brave Anzacs who tried to celebrate Anzac Day, but he was kept out from being able to celebrate Anzac Day. And I still remember that iconic image of him looking out at the Anzac celebration and being deeply, deeply concerned that he was unable to join it. John absolutely meant a lot to me and to so many others because he embodied the bravery, the strength, and the honor that came with the Anzac spirit. In him, I saw an absolute legend, an icon, and to be quite frank, a hero of the freedom community. Because no matter what happened, rain, hail, or shine, he would be there standing alongside all of us to uphold his values of freedom and human rights. And one time that I think really meant a lot to myself and to everyone that witnessed it was when we were hosting a rally at this very location, and John was lifted up onto the stage, and we gave him the opportunity to speak to the many thousands that were there today. And I still remember what he spoke about. He said, "I hope I represent the spirit of Anzacs well." And I think we can all agree that John absolutely embodied the honor, the integrity, and the courage of the Australian Anzac spirit each and every single day that he walked alongside us. He also spoke about our brave diggers and the people that he wished would stand up for the freedoms that he was standing up. He called on former servicemen, former soldiers to take a stand for the freedom of others, like Australia had done in the decades gone past by fighting for freedom overseas in various wars that we participated in. But I think the most cherished memories of John we have are some of those where he was alongside us in Canberra. So for those of you who remember the convoy to Canberra, John was there from quite early on in the convoy, and he camped alongside us at Exhibition Park in Canberra. He was in the trenches with the freedom community in a way that is emblematic of someone half of his age. He had a strength, a determination, a humility, and an absolute power of character to be able to continue marching alongside us, whether he had a walker, whether he had an electric scooter. He would always be there, standing up for the veterans of Australia, standing up for the freedom of all Australians. And he did it day in and day out, especially when it was hard. He was there with us right to the very end. One of the last few times that I saw John in person, in addition to the times that he joined us for New Year's Eve that we celebrate on Elwood Beach, he joined us at our park party, and he was animated. He was so happy to be there. He was so excited that he was with the people that he called his community and his friends. And he just had such a magnetic presence that I think embodies the core character of the Australian Anzac. And he was still fighting the good fight right up until the very end. In the days before he passed, he was on Parliament steps live streaming about 4 or 5 days before he unfortunately passed away. So right to the very end, he stuck true, and he really, you just felt a sense of a sense that you were alongside a true Australian warrior. Whenever you marched with him, you felt something that was a little bit different, a little bit deeper, that you were marching on the right side of history as long as John was beside you. So I say this once again to everyone who's here. Thank you, deeply thank you each and every single one of you for joining us for this candlelight vigil. And may John rest in peace, and may John live on forever in our hearts. Thank you, everybody. Just a reminder, if you would like to do a speech about your memories of John, just pop up to the stage and we'll slot you in after one of the next few songs.